Welcome to a special edition of The After Party, where we talk all things high school football here in Southeast Texas. We are less than 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, and Southeast Texas is certainly known for their draft picks, with Beaumont even at one point in time being nicknamed Pro Football Capital of the World by the Texas Senate. Now, Southeast Texas has had a number of recent NFL stars get drafted, like PNG's Rashawn Johnson and Central's PJ Locke. But it's rare that you have a set of brothers enter the draft in the same draft class. And that's what Beaumont United graduates Xzavier and Zemaiah Vaughn aim to do, enter the league together. Xzavier had a breakout year as the starting quarterback at Alcorn State. Zemaiah carved his own path at Utah, a two-time Pac-12 champion and starting at cornerback the last 2 seasons. As draft day approaches, I sat down with those two brothers entering this year's draft, who hope to be the first from United to join the pack.
Appreciate y'all coming in once again. I guess to start things off, obviously it's been a while since you guys were with the Timberwolves of Beaumont United, but just talk to me about, your growth as a player since your time. I'll start with you first, Zay.
Starting as a freshman at Beaumont United, or what was Ozan, and then combined to Beaumont United. I've really grown a lot since being a kid, an amateur, not really knowing my way and stuff like that. But as I've grown to a senior and then now college graduate, I really developed more as a man, as a human being, how to perform in society, how to perform and present myself in public. And it's really meant a lot, for sure.
Zemaiah?
Well, I was fortunate enough to, grow up under my brother here. So what helped me is, just watching him, playing after him all my years, basically, into my senior year at United. He was the example for me, basically. And then when I went out on my own, Utah, they developed me into not just a great football player, but, a man, a family man off the field, a person of good character. So I'm growing up a lot.
Yeah. I know you switched positions during your time once you went to the Utes. Talk to me, what was that transition like for you?
I wouldn't call it easy, but it definitely came more natural than what I thought it would. I was iffy about it when they first told me, but after giving it a chance and working on it every day, and the coaches helped, it turned me to the man I wanted to be. So I appreciate them for that.
Did you give him any advice for embarking on that transition or any tips along the way?
For sure. So crazy enough, my very first position was cornerback. So when he got the word that he was gonna have to play defense, the first thing he did was call me and ask me to kind of put him through some drills and teach him a few things before he made the trip to Utah. So that was the physical aspect, and then mentally I had to, prepare him for what was ahead of him, and then he took care of the rest.
Oh, I like it, a little duo, a little action. Do you guys still do any trainings or workouts together, while we're, gearing up for the draft?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Always.
Actually, the last few nights he was training up there at the field at Westbrook, just him throwing me the ball because he got a workout coming up tomorrow for a pro team. So, yeah, we still train together all the time.
Always. It's just something that we've always done, me and him and the rest of our brothers. Anytime we're always around and there's a football around, it's going to get thrown around, always.
Football's a family thing then.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit just about, what it's like to have somebody in your corner going through this same process, at the same time.
I guess I'll start. So actually in this entire process, I actually look up to my little brother as he's, pretty far out there. I'm kind of watching how he's going through the process, watch the type of things that he goes through, the different workouts that he attends, different visits that he goes on with NFL teams and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of like, as a big brother, I'm proud, but as going through the process with him, it's kind of like that's kind of fire, like seeing him go through that. Like, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And for you?
It's kind of hard to back that up, but through this whole process, man, I want to say it's a blessing for sure. I done had to help, and I'm helping others, man, trying to get them, to be in a position to where they can feed their family for life. And I just got good people on my side that's helping me, get my life together, and I can't be, more grateful about it. So.
Talk to me a little bit, during this off season, obviously a lot of work goes into, getting on an NFL roster, but kind of talk to me a little bit through some of the workouts and training that you guys have been doing to put yourselves in the best position. I'll start with you, Zay.
It definitely takes a lot of work. It definitely takes a lot of hours, a lot of minutes. A lot of coaches like to say it takes 1,000 hours of work to at least get near perfecting something. Starting in the off season, it definitely starts way before the off season. Starts when you first pick up a football all the way up into what we have now today. So this just grinding, trying to fit in workouts each and every day outside of the workout that you attended maybe that morning, get another workout in that night, and go to sleep and repeat the process. It's just something you got to kind of fall in love with, for sure.
Zemaiah?
Yeah. You definitely got to fall in love with it. I mean, I remember a few months ago when I first started pre-draft training, I didn't know what to expect going in, and they gave us our little schedule, and it's definitely a busy day. I mean, you up from 6 in the morning, don't go to bed till about 9 o'clock at night, get up, do it every day, no days off. So it's a grind, but we wouldn't be here without it. So.
What kinds of things have you heard from NFL scouts that have kind of helped you progress through this off-season training?
A lot of different things. I mean, the most thing I hear is how talented I am. They love a good backstory. So, making history in your school, kind of goes a long way in the league. And so, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of great things. Just put it at that.
Like you said, making history at your high school, being one of the first to go at least through the process. As far as hearing a lot of feedback from NFL scouts and stuff like that, of course they like size, they like speed, they like strength and stuff like that. They mainly like athletes. I guess we both can classify ourselves as athletes. Coming up as kids, playing football against each other, we all play every single position that's on the field against each other, from receiver to quarterback to DB, safety. We pretty much can do it all. So that's pretty much like the things that we hear from pro scouts is just the athleticism, the speed, our length. We're both 6'5", 6'6", with super long wingspans and can pretty much fly around the field.
That versatility, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit. I know, what would it mean to you guys to be the first from this area, and specifically United, to embark on this journey and join an NFL roster?
Man, it's a great feeling for sure. I mean, I just hope, for the younger guys watching this, y'all kind of take it serious. Like, you got opportunities out here. Beaumont used to be known for, putting a lot of guys in the league back in the day, and I'd like to say we the first to, put it back on track. So,
for sure, it would mean a lot. Whether whatever happens, like, my main goal is just inspiring the kids that's coming up behind us. There's like different places in Beaumont that people are not too fond of and stuff like that, where a lot of people end up coming from, and then people like me and him can inspire those kids to want more for themselves, to take that next step. Don't be afraid to leave your backyard to go get an education and also play football, and pretty much put your family in the best position for themselves, most definitely.
Yeah. I know you recently had a chance to talk with some of the guys on the current Timberwolves roster going through their commitment camp. Have you had a chance to interact with any of the local kids?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's kind of been the reaction like?
It was pretty cool. I went a couple weeks ago when they were doing their boot camp. Coach gave me a chance to kind of talk to the kids, and I was pretty much preaching to them, like, coming to the next step is gonna take thick skin and a short memory. Like, no matter what happens, you can carry that through football and you can carry it through life. Whatever happens, as long as you have thick skin and a short memory, whatever's being told to you, just bounce off. And then whatever happens to you in life, happen and go really quick. And so with those kids out there and seeing what they were going through, I was able to talk to a few of the kids after, and realizing how they look up at me and my situation that I'm in, and they're like, we kind of worked out after as well. And they were asking me, like, what are some things I can work on, to become a better receiver, or become a better tight end, or become a better running back. And I'm like, what grade are you in? And they're like, I'm just in the 10th grade. It's like, oh, well, you have like a lot of time under your belt. Like, just keep playing, keep working out, and apply yourself through the process. By the time you're a senior and you look up, you're gonna have what you need for sure. So that's pretty inspiring for me to myself.
Do you see a lot of yourself in these, in this next generation of kids?
Definitely, definitely. From how we used to come up as kids versus where we are now, our kid version of ourselves would definitely be proud of where we at right now.
Perfect. What's been kind of the reaction like from, people locally, maybe not obviously just the student athletes who are, interacting with you guys, but just Beaumont at large? What's kind of been the reaction like seeing you guys go through this journey at the collegiate level and hopefully now professionally?
Well, I could say they're definitely proud of us for sure. Anytime I talk to somebody who, followed our journey all the way through, they always tell me how proud they are of us and tell us to keep pushing, They let us know that we're inspiring the youth around where we're from. So, it's great.
For sure. Same reaction. When I see folks that I know or that followed our journey up to this point, they always remind us of like the kids that we were when we were in high school, the type of talent that they missed when we were in high school versus going to college and they seeing us play on ESPN and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, wow, I watched that kid since he was a freshman. Now he's a senior in college and kind of putting on for his city, for sure.
Yeah, putting Beaumont on the map for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.